And just like that, the final episode of the recording session has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney's Justice for All. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist, sick of video, sick of commentary. And honestly, I cheated. I didn't want to. I'm sorry, I had to. I didn't want to start off another episode completely lost. Normally, I wouldn't do this for these types of games, but for a serious purpose, I kind of have to sometimes. Because I'm just not smart enough to figure things out. So I was right about this. I thought that there was something contradictory about this, just that I didn't present the right evidence. So this contradiction is proved with evidence. Okay, she's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? And that would be the silk hat, because it was left behind. So let's go ahead and present this. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed a silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, of course not. No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Of course, I guess the judge doesn't really know that, but still. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbling on the stand. On top of that, I'm pretty sure he said that he was at the hospital the night of the murder, right? Or maybe he was just at the hospital the night that we did the investigation. That's probably what it was. Order! Order! Like always, someone has to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? He has a grudge against Max. Acro is dreaming. Acro is the real culprit. And that's as far as I looked up. Now I'm going to try to figure things out on my own. Your Honor! On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Ha ha ha! I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to remember how the shrine grabbed an audience heart and minds. Excuse me. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Shrine the while the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the fitness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all— Oh, don't play the cripple card here! Oh, he's doing sympathy. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Oh, wow. See, I knew it. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a popey head. What the heck? Was that Pearl? See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to draw support for the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got the doctor's note to confirm that Acro's unable to stand under his power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Oh, goodness! Save! Save, man! Of course, it doesn't really matter, because even if I mean, it doesn't matter, because, like, you can't just back out anytime that you want. So, you know, like, even if I made a mistake, I'd still have to suffer the consequences. Of course he did! It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. He's gonna ask, then who was the accomplice? Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard the sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's I knew it! I should have thought of that. I'm an idiot. Okay. So... only person I can think of logically would be Ben. Maybe, because he's the only person that... I don't think that Mo was the reason. Ben. You don't say! Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off easy! What? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? What? What's going on right now? What a splendid accomplice. What a splendid accomplice! I'm sure this accusation is built on solid foundation. Oh no! Foundation. Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Oh no, man! Why? Attorney's badge, Magatama, crime photo, Silk hat, Ringmaster's papers. This is so nerve-wracking, man! Ah! Broken bottle. Would that really be proof? Would that really be proof that he was an accomplice, though? Like, it could have been Money the Monkey for all I frickin' know. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Oh no, man. Place. Let me check this real quick. You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of that. Meet me at 10 o'clock p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. No, I think whatchamacallit made that. Max G bust. This is I lose. I have to. There's no way. Broken bottle. Nope, I knew it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive evidence. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I knew it. You know, the sound of you perceiving a penalty. Ugh! What are you doing? What are you doing, Nick? What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Did he have an accomplice? Of course he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? I knew it. You're not. I knew it. It's just that the thing is, the way that they phrased each thing was so ambiguous that it could have fit anybody really. So I'm going to assume that there's no way that I could have possibly gotten out of that one. You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Jeez, this is getting hard, man. Okay, for those of you, you can't be like, oh, this stuff has seemed so easy so far. No, it does not. At least not right now. Order! Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Right? And that's when we save, of course. Continue from save point. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this fitness is the killer, then his iFitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was... I'm going to assume right here in this general area. If he was the murderer, right? Then he had to have been right here. There's no way he was anywhere but exactly right here. In the plaza, he was at the scene of the crime itself. You're right though. The murderer would have had to have met the victim. Ow! Miss Von Karma, stop it! You will be quiet and refrain from striking people. The fitness could not have possibly left the lodging house on his own. Not to mention what Mr. Phoenix Wright just said. There was no accomplice, remember? Yeah, you're right. You think I could get another chance? Wait just 1 minute. What? Oh no! I thought it... Don't forget about my proverbial whip as well. Ugh! Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Oh, where was he? Let's go with his room then. He was in his room. He was obviously here. Oh, nope. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. There's only one answer to that. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the... What? Oh, I'm not even... Okay. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? What? That was right? That was what? I give up. I give up. Okay, whatever. Like I said earlier on, though, sometimes you have to throw logic out of the window. Because just because something doesn't make sense logically, that doesn't mean that it doesn't necessarily make sense with the story itself. It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes. Okay, no, I'm gonna get a penalty anyway. That's it. Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. I think that's what it's supposed to do, though. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, oh no, I'm gonna get a penalty. Your hesitation is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix, right? The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Okay, so this is what I was supposed to do. There's no way. Okay, Most said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? When was the last time that you saved? In which case, it would be right now, correct? Oh my goodness, though, man. This is insanely... Like, I don't think that anything that we've done so far is, like, so difficult that it's ridiculous. It's just that, well... It's just that with all the pressure and everything, it's just making me I'm just going crazy right now. I think I'm gonna crack into the pressure here. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. It's curtains for me. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he killed the ringmaster while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Aw, are you freaking kidding me? This is making me mad. This is making me so mad right now. Like... let me go with can't present evidence right now, because if this is wrong, I'm automatically going to lose anyway, right? And then I can just start over. But if I present evidence, I would just keep, you know, doing things until I just... Let's go with this first. Can't present evidence right now. I think we will finally be graced with an explanation. Don't push it, Von Karma. What? You aren't gonna suck me in this time. I'm smart enough to know when I don't have the cards to play and my hand sucks right now. Okay, I knew this was incorrect. Oh. Oh, what do you mean, Mr. Wright? He means that everything he said up until now has all been nonsense. It's true, right? If you can't establish proof of your murder theory, then it's nonsense. He's trying to fool us by playing some misdirection game. I knew it. Okay, so I wanted to just test it out because, you see, like I said, you know, since I only pretty much only got one chance, you know, if I made a mistake, like, you can make multiple mistakes by presenting evidence, but you can only make one mistake by saying that you have no evidence. I wanted you to try that first. Alrighty then. That is all. The court is adjourned. Okay, here we go. Continue. From save point. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear a max. Could he have dropped the box? You don't think? How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here. She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that actor killed the ringmaster. And he killed the ringmaster while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Yeah, he dropped the box. That's what I'm thinking. I think so. No, but wasn't the guy already care? No. No, that makes sense. He had to have been in his room anyway because there were no footprints, right? They were only his own. There was a box. There was a loud thump, right? I want to say I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of the murder against Mr. Russell Berry? The lion? The monkey? Either the monkey or the wooden box. Let's go with the wooden box. Maybe. Nope, this is incorrect. This is incorrect. Yeah, this is incorrect. Yeah. I thought so. I was like, I think you should try again, especially before someone gets a chance to say something. Yeah, you're probably right. So as I was saying, this piece of evidence... Stop! Stop! Wait, I say, before you start over, you must be penalized. Okay, yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, Russell Berry was actually already carrying the box, right? So, yeah, I'm cracking too much under pressure. I need to calm down. Let's think about this logically here. Okay, so what could he have possibly done? Okay, that is all. The court is adjourned. I was like, I don't know. It was worth a shot. I knew it was completely idiotic, but it was worth a shot. From save point, please. Okay, it's gonna be this again. Let's go ahead and skip past all this crap. I don't feel like I've already done a dramatic reading of it twice. I'm not gonna do it a third time. Which is kind of weird. I wonder why I just chose to do a dramatic reading of this a second time instead of normally just skipping it and saying like I normally do. Okay, anyway. The ringmaster, and he killed the ringmaster while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Present evidence, so it has to be present evidence. Obviously, we've proven that having no evidence isn't going to do anything. And it makes sense, though. I mean, it makes sense to begin with, but... Crime photo... He couldn't have used the lion. He could not have used the autopsy report. The note itself? The seasoning bottle? You think there's some crazy drug inside of it? But the seasoning bottle was inside of the box, so that wouldn't have made very much sense, right? Let's go with Money the Monkey. Nope, that's incorrect. What then? What could he have possibly used in a situation like this? Alrighty then, this was incorrect as well. Stop, stop, stop. Wait, I say, before you start over, you must be penalized. Yeah, I get it, Mr. Judge. You think you're so cool with your beard and your black garment. That's nothing like a bathrobe. Well, guess what, buddy? You're not that cool. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. The accused will surrender to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. What to do, though, man? What to do? This is tough. I think, anyway, but then again, you guys have already proven that you guys are a lot better at this than I am, so maybe you guys have already figured everything out already. I think, maybe. That's probably the case. I mean, I do suck at video games, I do suck at commentary, and I do suck at being a lawyer, so this is why I shouldn't be a lawyer in real life, ladies and gentlemen. This is fine. Although, this is nothing like being a lawyer in real life. I mean, you can't go about investigating stuff on your own. Like, that's sort of illegal. A lawyer can't do that in real life, and there's a bunch of other stuff that goes on in this game that's not very realistic along the lines of real lawyer stuff, but he used a crime photo. He used the hat. He used the Ringmaster's papers. He used the Max G promo poster. He used a broken bottle. He used a circus map. He used Money the Monkey. He used Leon. He used Russell's autopsy report. He used a wooden box. He used a small seasoning bottle. He used the Grand Prix photo. He used the... What about the bust? The bust is gone. Let's present the bust. Let's try this. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also a very, very heavy... Oh, yeah! Anyway. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! Oh look, Acro's getting serious. See? This is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster! With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust! Order! Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly fill a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible! Well, Acro's an acrobat, so he has a lot of strength. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. I don't think so. He's gonna come up with something. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't run away from— Ow! I'd fight for thy say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a route to stall for time. There is absolutely no need for such testimony. The defendant has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defendant's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way for once in a while? Because that wouldn't make for a challenging game. Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards them. Thank you. Ugh, that one will sink to any low to win a case. Well, she is a Von Karma after all. Whoa, he said that really fast. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out— Okay, I should stop. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Okay. I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bus and carry it over to the Vendel. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. How are you so sure about that? A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of the bust. Press. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted up with my own 2 hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling. I haven't saved. I just realized. Let me save. Okay, let me go ahead and save. I'm going to press everything just because logically there shouldn't be a contradiction with the statement that I'm about to press, but we need to get as much information as we can from this, from save point. Okay. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Phoenix doesn't exactly have very much stamina anyway. I mean, he was so he was breathing so hard after going up 3 flights of stairs. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Okay, Von Karma. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. Yes, you are stronger than the average bear, and you're smarter than the average bear, too. I'm smarter than the average bear. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. Press. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown the bus out of the window? Well, I think that's bullshit. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. Press. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that the nerves were severed. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. Realistically, for cases like this, it usually takes it can take several years, actually. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of one other very important point. If the Fendel was carrying the bus, he would not be able to see up below the Fendel. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. He could have had an idea. What about the note? The note was very specific in its placement. Maybe, I don't friggin' know. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe think of this it's sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bus. That's what I was thinking. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. That Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. The note! Right? Right? I think I've already explained things sufficiently. No, sorry, buddy. We're not going to let you get out of this. That makes it impossible for me to have... Oh, actually, I want to press everything just because it's sort of my thing on this channel. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? Press! If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there's no way that I could score a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's a ticket, Nick! Show them what you've got! I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool, but maybe we overlooked something. Yes, I think that's the game's way of saying that you shouldn't look for a physical tool, but maybe something else instead. Like perhaps a note! Right? Perhaps I don't think the box would make sense. There's no way I could have... Okay, that makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Okay, so this is one that the game wants me to present evidence for, I think. Let's go ahead and present... What was I gonna do? I said the note, right? Because this is my line of thinking, right? It says you have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet at 10 o'clock p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. I don't know. I don't think that's good enough of evidence, but I'm gonna try it anyway, just to say. Nope, that was incorrect. Your Honor, the statement contradicts this evidence. No, it does not. Okay, it was worth a shot though. Yeah, cause while I was thinking about it, it's like maybe it would explain how he knew that Russell Berry was there, but it wouldn't exactly explain where Russell Berry was per se. What if he used money? No, that doesn't make sense, does it? Could he have used money? The monkey? Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna try Money the Monkey once, and after that, I think I'm gonna end off the episode because I'm pretty much at the end of the recording session. So then, I'll leave it up to you, ladies and gentlemen, to sort of give me guesses as to what I should do. Continue. From save point. Okay. However, lifting up the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Okay, badge doesn't make sense. Magatama does not make sense. Crime photo sure as hell does not make sense. Silcat! No, that doesn't make sense either, I don't think. Ringmaster's papers, Maxi promo poster. Broken bottle. Circus map. Money the Monkey. What else could it be? The box? No? Maybe. No, that doesn't make sense though. No, Max G bus. Okay. Let's present. Nope, that was incorrect. It doesn't make very much sense either, but I don't know. It was worth a shot. That's enough. Oh well, I guess that's that then, I suppose. I'm sure you guys have already figured it out though. So please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. We got our guilty verdict, so that's that. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. The date? That is all. The court is adjourned. I wonder if there's like such thing as like a Nuzlocke run for like Ace Attorney. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, I wouldn't exactly call it like a Nuzlocke run, but like a no-fail run, like where like if you fail a case, you have to start all the way from the. No, actually, no. The way that it works, that would be interesting. Like, let's say, okay, so you are not allowed to save the game whatsoever. It's with the exception of at the end of chapters, because obviously no one's gonna have enough time to play through the game all the way through. And so you're not allowed to save, with the exception of at the end of chapters. If you get a guilty verdict, you are not allowed to start the chapter over. That case is considered finished. Like, you got a guilty verdict. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So if you fail, you are not allowed to continue on with the game. So like you have to try this like a real attorney. There's no second chances here, right? And only saving at the end of chapters things, no fails. I think those are pretty simple rules. I wonder have you guys ever tried doing that before? Like, anyone who's played the Ace Attorney games before, like this mega run, whatever the hell you want to call it. Yeah, I think that would be interesting. I would fail the heck out of that, at least my first time through anyway. The second time through, you already know what's going on, so it's a lot easier to fill in the blanks. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's that. What could he have used? I wonder what Acro could have used for situations like that. I don't know. I guess I'll find out in the next recording session. But with that being said, I think it's time to end things off. If you like this video, this series of videos, please don't forget to leave a like. If that is cool, please don't forget to subscribe and join the Oven Brother today. Also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is MegaShadowFist saying out. Bye!